Now next, see students here, performance time A, this is our workbook problems. In this workbook problems, whatever we did in textbook, again so we recapitulate so textual questions, so for your practice purpose. In workbook, in performance time A, here it has given so the bits blanks are given. Total how many blanks are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these 8 blanks depends on, means based on basic geometry. So properties of ray, line segment and all this point. So these 8 blanks based on these concepts. Okay, see here, first one. So a line has dash endpoints. So in a line, how many endpoints are there? In a line, there is no end point. So this will learn. So line has no endpoints. Line has no endpoints. It extends both the directions. So here a line has dash endpoints. Don't confuse here. So here, so you have to write no endpoints. No endpoints. Okay. Then after that, a line segment has dash endpoints. So here we know a line segment has 2 endpoints. How many endpoints? 2 endpoints. That's why. So that's what we can measure line segment length. But we cannot measure line because line, so it extends both the directions. So that is why length of the line segment is not possible to measure. Length of the line is not possible to measure. But line segment length we can measure because line segment has 2 endpoints. How many endpoints? 2 endpoints. A line segment has 2 endpoints. Okay. Here a ray has dash endpoints. So a ray also have 1 endpoint. In the ray also, so the length of the ray we cannot measure because it has only 1 endpoint. In other direction it extends infinitely. So that is why we cannot measure the length of the ray also. So a ray has 1 endpoint. How many? 1 endpoint. A ray has 1 endpoint. Next, the dash of the line segment can be measured. The dash of the line segment. The dash means the length. The length of the line segment. The length of the line segment can be measured. So the length of the line segment can be measured. A dot represent dash. Dot represent point. It is a point. Dot represent point. Next, a line segment is a part of a dash. A line segment, it is a segment. Segment means it is a part. So it is a part of line. Part of line. It is a part of a line. Okay. Line segment is a part of line. Next, a ray can be extended endlessly in dash direction, in only one direction. So ray can extended endlessly in one direction. So why? Because ray has 1 end point. So it extends only one direction, Already one end point is there. So not only in one direction only we can extend. So in one direction. A straight line which is neither horizontal nor vertical is dash line, is a oblique line, is an oblique line or slanting line, oblique line or a slanting line. So whatever it is, correct. Oblique. So if we take oblique, an is correct, an oblique. Instead of oblique, if you want to take slant, a slant line. Okay, neither horizontal nor vertical, that line is called oblique line or otherwise slanting line. Okay. Now, so all these blanks we filled. Next, in performance time B, so what is given in first bit? Measure the following line segment. Line segment length we have to measure. How to measure the length of line segment? See here, the line segment length, how to measure. In your textbook 3 questions are given. The first question is XY line segment is given. So we have to measure XY line segment length. and AB line segment length and PQ line segment length. Then how to measure? See in your textbook here, XY line segment is given, AB line segment is given, PQ line segment is given. This line segment length we have to measure. How to measure? So, we have to take a ruler, scale or ruler, and we have to keep a ruler on XY. So, how to keep? So, this 0, so wherever a 0 is there, 0 mark is there on that scale, that should coincide with X, that should coincide with X, and we have to keep straight to this line, and the initial point means X point should coincide with O. So, this should coincide with O. The initial point X should coincide with O, and after that where the second point intersect, we have to check. At 4.4 means 4.5 approximately. At 4.5, here 0. So, we have to start from 0 to 4.4 means 4.5. At 4.5 the second point coincide. The first point we have to keep on O means 0. So, X should coincide with 0, and after that we have to keep this scale straight to this line, and after that we have to check where the second point coincide on the scale. This means at 4.4 means approximately 4.5. Then how to write this one? So, in the book you have to write XY line segment length is equal to 4.5. This is 4.5 centimeters. Like this you have to write 4.5 centimeter, 4.5 centimeters. Now here, so we have to write here 4.5 centimeters. We have to write 4.5 centimeters, 4.5 centimeters. Then after that, then how to measure this line segment? Next line segment, the first one is over. In the same way, so we have to measure AB line segment. Either the same next concept means the same pattern. So, this first initial point A should coincide with 0 on the scale. 0 on the scale should coincide with A. Then after that we have to check, so where the second point coincide. So, it is at 3.3. The second point coincide with 3.3. So, first point should at 0, and after that we have to check where this second point is at 3.3. So, then after remove your scale and you have to write here 3.3 centimeters. After 3 lines, after 3 lines. So, this is 3.3 centimeters, that is AB line segment is equal to 3.3 centimeters, 3.3 centimeters. Then after that PQ. How to measure PQ line segment length? Again the same concept, this is vertical in position. So, we have to keep our scale in vertical position. So, this initial point P should coincide with 0 vertically. So, before we keep our scale horizontally, because the line segment is horizontal in position. Now, it is in vertical position, you have to take your scale in vertical position. Now, so in vertically we have to keep our scale. The initial point means P should coincide with 0, and after that we have to check where the second Q point coincide at 2. That is exactly at 1.9 actually. After before 2 only it coincide means at 1.9 at 1.9 it coincide at 1.9. So, here PQ line segment length is 1.9 centimeters. Here we have to write PQ line segment length 1.9 centimeters, like this we have to write. So, here, so with the pencil we have to write 1.9 centimeters. Here PQ line segment length is 1.9 centimeters, and AB line segment length is 3.3 centimeters, and here XY line segment length is 4.5 centimeters. Like this we have to write. So, we have to measure. So, in this way we have to measure the given line segment length using ruler. Okay. Now, see students here. So, this is a ruler. So, on your ruler first 0 is there, after that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so on till 15 centimeters there on your small scale. How many centimeters? Total 15 centimeters there. So, here 0, this is 0, this is 1. In between 0 and 1 total 10 lines were there. So, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th line is 1. 10th line is 1. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th line is 2. So, like this. So, the numbers there on your scale, these numbers represents centimeters, this represents centimeters. So, here, so 0 to 1, between one big line is there, that is 0.5, 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. If 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 if you ask, then what it means? 2.5 means in between 2 and 5 whatever is the bigger number is there, that is 2.5. 3.5 means in between 3 and 4, so the middle line, that is 3.5, that represents 3.5. 4.5 in between 4 and 5, in between 4 and 5 a bigger number is there on your scale, so that represents 4.5 centimeters. Then 5.5 means in between 5 and 6, the bigger line represents 5.5. So, in that way, so we have to count if 0.5 is given, in that way we have to, so take 0.5 is given, the middle line we have to take in between the numbers. 5.5 means after 5 lines means a bigger line we have to take. Okay. Now, then how to draw this line segment? So, this is a ruler. By using this ruler, how to draw the given line segment length? First, we have to take the ruler and we have to keep a ruler, so on your book like this, okay, straight horizontally. You have to keep your scale horizontally. Here XY is 9 centimeter given. So, hold your scale like this, 9 centimeter. 9 centimeter means, so first we have to keep a point at 0. At 0 we have to keep a point like this, a dot we have to keep a dot on 0. So, like this on 0 we have to keep a dot, and again 9 centimeters given. On 9, so we have to take second dot, 2 dots we have to keep. So, like this. So, one dot at 0, other dot means this is point, other dot at 9. So, one dot at 0, other dot at 9. Now, we have to join these two dots, means these 2 points. These 2 points we have to join. Join these 2 points. Okay. Then after that, so this is our XY line segment. Here initial point is X and the final point is Y. X, Y, these two are end points, XY line segment. This is 9 centimeters. This is 9 centimeters. This represents 9 centimeters. Okay. Like this we have to draw 9 centimeters. Then after that, the second question, PQ. PQ line segments 6 centimeter length. Then again we have to keep a scale horizontally like this. We have to keep a scale horizontally and we have to mark a point at 0 on your scale, and after that another point you have to take at 6. We have to mark a point at 6, 2 points. After marking 2 points, join the 2 points. So, we have to join these 2 points, then remove your scale. Then this is the first point, this is the second point. Our first point is P and the second point is Q. Then the length of PQ is 6 centimeters. So, write 6 centimeters there. So, like this we have to, so take the given length of a line segment. Okay. Here 7 centimeters So then how to draw 7 centimeters line segment? Again the same. So we have to take scale and we have to keep scale horizontally like this. Horizontally we have to keep exactly below to this, and first point we have to take at 0 and other point at 7. You keep 2 points, you mark 2 points, then after that join these 2 points, join these 2 points, okay. Then you will get line segment, and after that remove your scale and mark your M point. Initial point is M and your next point is N, M and N. So this is 7 centimeter, right here 7 centimeter. This is your 7 centimeter line segment. This is your 7 centimeter line segment here. Don't extend it, exact, you have to take exact at 7, okay. And after that this is PQ 5.5 again. So we have to keep a scale horizontally. So and first initial point at 0, we have to keep initial point at 0, and 5.5 is given, 5.5. After 5, so 5 numbers, 5 small lines we have to count. That means, so 5.5 is in between 5 and 6. The bigger means the, so 5.5 means in between 5 and 6, one long line is there, bigger line is there, so that you have to mark here. You have to mark it 5.5, okay. First at 0 and other at 5.5. Now you join these 2 lines, these 2 points, you join these 2 points, then you will get this is 5.5 line segment length, okay. With the scale only you have to join, okay. So this first point is P, second point is Q, PQ line segment, the length is 5.5 centimeters, okay. In this way we have to draw the given line segment. So this line segment are very small on board, because on the board it looks very small, but in your textbook it looks very big, okay. So first we have to keep a scale horizontal, and first we mark a point at 0 first, and after that how many centimeters given here was we have to check. So second point we have to locate on that point. After that we have to join 2 points, then you will get line segment, given length of a line segment, okay. Now see students here, identify the parallel lines in the figure and write their names. Parallel lines. So first, what about parallel lines? Parallel lines means the lines which do not intersect each other. The lines which do not intersect each other, they are parallel lines, and also distance between the parallel lines same. So here see, what are the parallel lines here? So this line is parallel to this, and this line is parallel to this. These 3 lines are parallel. These 3 lines are parallel to each other. Here first one, PQ is parallel to, PQ line is parallel to SR line. Second, SR line is parallel to, SR line is parallel to TU line. TU. PQ is parallel to SR, SR is parallel to TU, and also PQ is parallel to TU, PQ is parallel to TU, and also all these 3 are parallel. Fourth, PQ is parallel to SR, SR is parallel to TU. First, this is parallel to this. Second, this is parallel to this. The third, this parallel to this. Fourth, all these 3 are parallel. 3 sentences, 4 sentences total. And after that, so this line PS is parallel to QR. These 2 are parallel, opposite side. So this is rectangular in shape, so these 2 are parallel. Then fifth, PS is parallel to QR, and these 2 are parallel after that. These 2 are parallel. So that is TS is parallel to RU. Sixth, TS parallel to RU. So this many sentence possibility, how many parallel lines are given, so that all parallel lines you have to write, okay. So this is parallel to this, and this is parallel to this, and these three are parallel to each other. Okay. In the next picture, in the next figure, so what is parallel here? See here, first DE is parallel to BC. These two are parallel. DE is parallel to BC. The second, BC is parallel to FG. So this one, first this one is parallel to this over, and this one is parallel to this one. BC is parallel to FG. So, and third, these two also parallel. DE is parallel to FG. Next, first and second parallel, second and third parallel, first and third parallel. The next, all these three are parallel. All these three are parallel. So DE is parallel to BC is parallel to FG. This is parallel to symbol. Next, again, so what is parallel? So FB is parallel to GC. These two are parallel. FB is parallel to GC. FB is parallel to GC. So all these parallel conditions we have to write. Okay. So in this way, what are the parallel lines that complete all parallel lines we have to write. We have to see, and we have to think, and we have to write. Okay. Now next, performance time C. In performance time C, so what is given? Identify the shapes of the following objects. Here objects, so objects shapes we have to identify and we have to write. The first one, tube light. So all you know tube light. Tube light is in cylindrical shape. The cylinder, cylindrical in shape. Tube light is in cylindrical shape. The next, battery shells. Battery shells also you know battery shells. So how they are? They are in cylindrical shape. So it is also cylinder. Next, geometry box. The geometry box, it is in rectangular shape box. So it is cuboid. It is cuboid in shape. Cuboidal shape. Next, Christmas tree. So all you know Christmas tree, how it is? It is in conical shape. It is cone. Next, die. So die is in square shape. So that is why it is a cube. It is a cube. Earth is spherical in shape. Sphere. Next, orange is spherical in shape. So sphere. Orange also sphere. Okay. So like this we have to identify the shapes and we have to write the shapes. Next, in the second bit, so it is again I am a solid shape. It is a solid shape. Who am I? He is asking. First one, new shoes are packed inside me. So it is nothing but about shoes box. Shoe box is in rectangular shape. So it means that is a cuboid. Next, I bounce and you jump to catch me. So that is nothing but ball. So balls bounce and we catch. So it is nothing but it is a ball. Ball is in spherical shape. So it is a sphere. Next, I am filled with gas for cooking your food. It is nothing but about gas cylinder. Cylinder is in cylindrical shape. So it is nothing but cylinder. Next, I am your food sweet in taste. It is one of the food, so sweet in taste. It is nothing but crystals. So what's crystal? Sugar crystals. Sugar crystals. Sugar crystals are sweet in taste. Crystals are in square shape. Crystals are in square shape. So that is why it is a cube. It is a cube. Next, you wear me on your head in birthday parties. On birthday parties, we are wearing caps, birthday caps. Birthday caps. How the birthday caps are? So in cone. So it is cone. Like this, we have to think and we have to write the shapes. Okay. Yes. Now fill in the blanks. In performance time C. So the third bit is fill in the blank. So first bit, a dash has two plane surfaces and one curved surface. So two plane surfaces and one curved surface. In which figure it has two plane surfaces and one curved surface. So in which? In cylinder. So we have two plane surfaces. One is top, other one is bottom. The two plane surfaces and one curved surface surrounding. Like this. This is a chalk. It is in cylindrical shape. So one curved surface surrounding one curved surface. Top, this is bottom, top and bottom are plane surfaces, that is circular in shape. So it is a what? Cylinder. A cylinder has two plane surfaces, one curved surface. Next, second, a dash has only curved surface. Here, see here. So this is a sphere. This is spherical ball. So this spherical ball having only one curved surface. There is no vertex and there is no plane surface. Only curved surface. Only one curved surface is there. That is sphere. A sphere has only curved surface. Next, the dash surface of a cube are identical. This is, so the surface of cuboid, not cube, cuboid. This is cuboid. So in this cuboid, the dash surfaces are identical. So this and opposite this. These two are identical. So opposite faces are identical. Opposite this face, opposite is this face. These two are identical. If I keep like this face is identical to this face. If this face is identical to this face, means opposite faces are identical. The opposite surface of cube are identical. Okay. Yes, now students, see here in performance time D. So write yes or no. Objective given. So does a triangle have four sides? Triangle have four sides? No. Triangle have only three sides. Here answer no. Is the name of the vertex usually represented by small letter? No. So the points, the vertex always represent with a capital letter, not with a small letter. Okay. This is also no. Is the number of sides of plane figure with a plane surface is equal to number of vertices of the figure? This is correct. What it means? Here, suppose it is a plane figure. So here we have three vertices. If here 3 vertices, then we have 3 sides. If we have 4 vertices, then we have 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. If we have 5 vertices, then we get 5 sides. If we have 6 vertices, then you will get 6 sides, like this. Number of sides and number of vertices are same in plane figures. So that is why it is correct. Yes. Number of sides and number of vertices. If you have 4 vertices, then you will get 4 sides. If you have 10 vertices, then you will get 10 sides. Okay. Now, blanks. Fill in the blanks. The dash sides of a rectangle are equal. In a rectangle, dash sides are equal. Suppose this is a rectangle. In this rectangle, what sides are equal? Opposite sides. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite sides. Here, opposite. Opposite sides of rectangles are equal. A circle has dash sides and dash vertex. In a circle, So no vertices, no sides. It's a curve path. It's a curve path. So that is why no sides and no vertex. So we don't have any vertices and any sides in a circle. So here the next, the meeting point of two adjacent sides is called, the meeting point of two adjacent sides. So these two are adjacent sides. This meeting point is called vertex. What it is called? Vertex. The meeting point of two adjacent sides is called vertex. Okay, students.